Hi friends, it's Carissa here with Big Mouth Charisma. So I've put together a little tutorial on how you can create this look. I have been trying to get more tutorials done with neutral looks like the brown colors. This does have a bit of glitter and sparkle to it, so it takes it a little bit over the glam edge, but I think it's definitely a combination that you can wear just about any time of day, any occasion, because it is natural looking colors, even if it is a little glittery. And then I'm loving this lip color, which is just 2 colors. So if you want to see how I put this little bit of a glammy everyday look together, you just keep on watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, leave your comments and questions below. I did this look in a little under 25 minutes, but I've trimmed it down and taken out all the fluff so you get the gist of it without having to sit through every single blend. So leave your questions and comments below. Let me know what you think of this look and if maybe you'll give it a try one of these days. I'd love to hear from you, and thanks for watching. Skincare is on, foundation is mixed and applied. Now I'm using the foundation brush, flat top, to blend it in. I kind of avoid the top portion of my forehead because I'm going to put bronzer there, but actually since then I've stopped doing that because my skincare is also a mechanical shield from the sun. I've just applied Candlelight underneath my eyes, on my acne, underneath my nose where it's red, and I kind of use my finger to tap and smooth it in. I'll use the foundation brush to kind of smooth over it. And now we're getting into Bronze Blush Sense, which I apply with my fingers because I find that it helps my foundation not crease into my very expressive forehead. Take Cherry Blush Sense with my fingers and apply it, and then smooth it in and spread it out with a blush brush. Now I've got Garnet on the corners of my eyes. I'm going to take that in a little bit with tapping, pressing, and kind of smudging motions. And then I might use some sweeping motions with the blending side of the brush or even with the precision shadow applicator side. Now we're going to go in with Mulberry. We're going to focus this color, which is a nice light kind of mauve-y pinkish tone, right on the center of my eyelid and into the inner corner. And we're going to kind of make it a gradient look. So take your time with blending and smoothing that out and even removing the edges so it's a little bit smoother on the outside. A little bit of Garnet on my lower lash line on the outside. And now Candlelight again to highlight my brow. Candlelight is super versatile. I would highly recommend, if you're going to use Candlelight underneath your eyes, to use the eye cream first. It makes it so smooth. Now, Rose Gold Glitter. This is awesome. Put a little layer on and spread it with an angled brush, just gently patting and tapping it into place, and that will help the glitter stick. Then you can add a little bit more. You're going to use tapping motions to get the glitter to stick. You can put that underneath your eye line, and you can use tapping motions with your angled brush to get it to stick, and you should have very little fallout. It's gonna be amazing. Now I'm going to use Undersense to coat my lashes. It will stiffen them up. It will make them look longer, fuller, thicker. I like to comb through with a spare spoolie to make sure my lashes stay full and separated, and then I'll coat in LashSense. This is the brown color, and it will darken up my lashes and make them thick and full and amazing looking. And the waterproof LashSense Undersense combination is amazing. Now let's go back in with a little bit more Garnet for the outer corner to darken it up. And it just so happens I'm going to be camouflaging a little mascara mistake as well. By blending and buffing and tapping and pressing color on top of it, you will remove it or camouflage it. And then you can deepen up that outer corner, and with the layering system that ShadowSense does best with, you're going to get that nice all-day wear time with the perfect smoky looking eye. Then you can take your time to blend out the edges, clean up any imperfections, and overall just make sure the look is looking very smooth and dry and set for the day. Now we've got clean, dry lips, good shook up tubes of LipSense. We're going to do 2 colors. One is a tester, so I'm using a temporary wand. You saw the white tip go in, and it's not completely saturated with product like it would be if it was your own tube. So it's not as easy to apply a tester color as it is your own personal tube. And so you see I'm just kind of making do, trying to put a nice layer on my lips. And now I'm going in with a color that I own personally. It is Be Mine. It is a really fun and pretty pink color. So I wanted to brighten it up a little bit, but I wanted to keep it kind of down to earth. So that's why I've combined these two colors, Caramel Latte and Be Mine, and give it a lot of dry time. If you think that you've applied a little bit thicker layer, or it's a color that needs a little bit more dry time, go ahead, give it the dry time. It will be worth it because it will last so much longer if it's very dry. All right, give it dry time. Put in another layer of Caramel Latte on that to kind of ground it down a little bit. And you notice I'm going in with translucent powder now on the outsides of my face, on my cheekbones, underneath, and I have a visitor now. Just giving my lips more time to dry in between by doing some other things to finish off my makeup look. He's probably saying something naughty. That's probably why I had to make it silent here. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do the best ombre we can by making it a gradual fade from the outside of my lips to the inside. And this is the face you make when you try to dry your LipSense. All right, find one more layer of glitter. This is Rose Gold Glitter ShadowSense. You just tap it on, and then press it on. You wouldn't necessarily even need to do it with the brush, but if you're going to use the wand, it's just not as comfortable as with a brush, is what I should say. All right, we're just perfecting the look now, smoothing things out, making sure that things are blended and cohesive and that my mistakes are covered up properly. And now let's get in there with some gloss. Yes, a very pretty ombre. Pink in the middle, a little bit more on the, nude color on the outside. And I am feeling it. Thank you for watching. Okay, so try not to take yourself too seriously when you're taking selfies. You're looking good, girl. Little bit of a different lighting situation and an idea of what that ombre looks like when you do kissy face. And then over by the microwave, hopefully I'm making myself a nice little healthy snack. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I loved doing this look, and I would definitely wear that lip color again. Those ShadowSense colors together are amazing, but there are endless possibilities in the way that you apply it to make it look the way that you want it to look on you. So it's fun to play with these things, and I appreciate you watching so much. Thank you for leaving comments below and sharing this video with others, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!